Welcome back to another episode of Getting Real with Riah, the place where shit gets real. Mariah, the original shit talker herself, that's who I am. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode. If you are a returning little sis or little bro to me and you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know why you haven't subscribed yet, but we're not going to get into that. Kind of touched on it last episode. It just mainly says you don't fuck with me. So if you don't fuck with me, cool. I only need loyal ones around. But if you already subscribed, thank you. But if you're not, subscribe to your girl channel so I can get put into some type of algorithm or something so my voice can get heard. Make sure you like the video. If you don't like the video, don't like it. But if you like it, like it. Leave a comment. You can just send emojis. That's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit of engagement. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing this podcast on the lovely day that you're listening to it. Thank you so much for choosing me. Like I said, this is a community, a family. I'm kind of like big sis, y'all like little sis, little bros. If I got men, watchers, viewers, whatever you want to call it, we all family and it's all love on this side. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. I was about to say like the comment, like the video, leave a comment in the comment section, and let's get straight into it. If you don't know, normally you don't get a video out of me. If you don't get one weekly, you damn sure don't get one during the week. Let's just say that right here. But I fuck with y'all. I've been telling and promising y'all that I'm gonna be more consistent, and then I wait till the last minute to record, and then I end up not recording. And I'm transparent with y'all. I try to keep it real open with y'all. It's not that I don't want to talk to y'all. It's just like basketball be on. I'm not even gonna cap to you. And if you into basketball right now, it's a real wicked season right now. Like I gotta be tuned in. I don't want to go back and watch it, but I fuck with y'all, and I'm fucking with all the feedback that I get in my DMs and shit like that. So I'm here for y'all. So it's a Tuesday, depending on when this come out. It may be a Wednesday, depending on YouTube, but it's a weekday. Bonus episode. We're here. Is get encouraging DMs or people be like, where you been at? Like, I miss you. And yeah, it's just been a great experience. So I think I'm gonna start doing like random bonus days and not even tell y'all about it and just drop. Literally just be like, video out now, go watch it. Let's get into the sauce, because that's what y'all came here for. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long, but I normally don't keep y'all too long. Hopefully this will be a lengthy one, because your girl is high as a kite and I wrote down some stuff, so if you see me looking down, you feel me, I'm on my laptop and shit, but it's sauce. Let's get into the sauce. First off, I don't know if y'all can see the cup from the camera angle, but I'm sipping on me some wine. If y'all want to grab y'all a cup to make it more interesting and meaningful, ain't no shame in your game. Go ahead. Let's do it. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to explain like what I'm about to explain. I don't have any idea what the fuck it's called. I just know that y'all remember washboards back in the day, like where people used to have to wash their clothes by hand and it had like ridges and stuff like that. So I have a board that I can stick letters into, and you can like, you know, spell out words and shit, and I put sayings on them. So I don't know what little picture and the name of it right somewhere up here. But yeah, so I say that to say I have a saying written into there, and I have it sitting on my dresser that sits right in front of my bed. So I see it literally every time I walk. Every time I'm looking at TV, it's literally cattle quarter right next to my TV. I'm looking at that board, and it basically says becoming her. And I have obviously my nickname Riah down in the right hand corner. And just to remember myself, like at the time when I put that on there, it was honestly, I think it was the beginning of last year. And it was like part of my little new year, new me type situation, how I'm trying to become and elevate into a different person. And, you know, that was just the trend. I feel like at the beginning of last name, like was I'm her, I'm becoming her. And I put that at the time where like the phrase meant so much to me because I'm becoming her. But then I could have just put like my name right up on it, but I chose to put my name at the bottom. And I don't do things by mistake. It's always like a meaning behind it. So I put becoming her, and then I put Riah because I wanted to become, back then, her wasn't a, I didn't identify her as becoming like a new me, and I'll get into that later, but I identified her as like her, literally, like something I can like tangible, something that's tangible. Like I can go Google her, or I can, I know who she is. Like she's a physical person. Like that's what becoming her was when I first put that on my board. But I kind of put my name down there so I, try not to overlook the fact that while I'm trying to become her, don't lose yourself type situation. Like that's deep. And I really was thinking that. Like I didn't just make that up for this episode. Like that's how I think. Just to let y'all know. And so so I have becoming her on there, and I reference her a lot. Sarah Jake Roberts, love her. If you haven't listened to any of her sermons, she gives it to you like it is. So shout out to her. Not that she gonna see this, but you never know. But when I started watching her, so I'm talking, I used to listen to her back when I put becoming her on my on the little washboard thing. But again, I explained how I thought of it at that point. Even though I was listening to her, I was still not grasping the understanding. And it wasn't until, feel me, like now I've been literally by myself and just reflecting a lot more, meditating and stuff like that. And it literally dawned on me present day while I'm thinking about this, when I was coming up with the title of this episode, then that she said in one of her sermons basically was like, her is the highest. Like when we reference the term her, we're becoming her, or I'm her. It's her is really not, again, a thing, something tangible like a person or someone I can Google, or it's nothing like that. Her is a reflection of the highest and purest form of yourself. Like y'all get what I'm saying? Like basically how you want to be in the world, if that makes sense. Like your character, things you aspire to do, people you aspire to be, but it's all internal. Like it's nothing external. It all comes from within. You're just literally developing a better form of yourself. And her is not just like a level you should reach and just be like, oh, I won. You always are becoming her, because we're always supposed to be improving ourselves. You feel me? We're always supposed to strive to transform and become a better aspect of us. I feel like we all have things or habits that we used to do that we don't do anymore. But I don't feel like there's ever a time where someone can be like, literally, I'm perfect, because no one's perfect. So you can't ever be a perfect being where there's not anything about your character, anything you can change to make better. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like there's anyone out there, if they tell you that they are, definitely lying, for sure. How we segue into letting me reintroduce myself, because now that I've been literally by myself, like literally isolation type situation, like I literally is working home. Like you ain't catching me going nowhere at all unless it's necessary. And I've been doing that for 2 months, literally in isolation. So I've really had time to think about the craziest thing that I've ever wanted to achieve, or basically tap back into my optimism. You feel me? When I was young, like you ask me anything and I'm shooting past the moon, past the stars, like we in another galaxy with me. And it's just like, girl, be realistic. But it's like when we're young, we have all these hopes and dreams and we feel like we can do anything. And it's not until we become adults where optimism is not something that we want to entertain at this point, because we've now entered a different realm where we look at things as being black and white. We don't see color. And it's so crazy that I was just talking about that yesterday, and we were basically talking about how she is literally a realist, a person that only sees ideas in black and white. And I was telling her, you feel me, we can't even get a color gray out of her. She will laugh when she sees that, because we were rolling on the phone last night. And basically I see things like it's like I have choice optimism. Like I choose when I want to think outside the box on things. So when I'm meditating on this becoming her type of thing, I'm really asking myself, like, what is the highest form of Mariah? What aspect of me could I elevate one extra notch, or like what is the craziest thing I've told myself that I wanted to be, that I wanted to become, or I wanted to have, like really outlandish. And that's where we come to me reintroducing myself, basically, because I feel like I can't be the same her trying to strive to be a better her, if that makes sense. You feel me? That felt like a bar to me. I don't know about you, but it was kind of boring to me. There's no way I can have the same habits, be around the same people, do the same things that I'm supposed to do when I'm out chasing a better version of myself. Like, I want to be successful, or I want to learn how to manage money. I can't be accepting invitations to go any and everywhere with everybody just because I feel like I want to fit in, or I don't know how to say no. You get what I'm saying? You should get what I'm saying. This should all make sense by the end of this episode. It really should. I discovered that basically I am a people pleaser. And I'm just going to say it out. You feel me? I don't like admitting to things, but here we are. We're going to be adults for a second. Basically, if you don't know what a people pleaser is, in my vocabulary, a people pleaser is just someone who cares so much about the outside's opinion that they do anything and everything to make sure the opinion is always positive. You feel me? And it's only could be positive from the person viewing it standpoint, because the other person could literally be across the same board, like no movement, stagnant in their decision or their feelings towards you, and you're the one that's, you know, not picking and choosing, but having these wave of emotions, or of like, oh, well, they'll look at me this way if I don't do this, or if I tell them no, they'll think I'm broke, or this, that, and the third. And it's just like, you can tell them no, and they just like, okay, cool, she can't make it. Or they could actually be saying that. So it's kind of like a catch-22. Yeah, so if y'all don't know what a people pleaser is, that's what that is. And I say that to say that is a very bad, it's a very negative trait to have, because I feel like you limit yourself on so many things just because of other people's perspective about you. And I've carried that with me for so long, and it's not until now, at the age of 25, where it's actually starting to register in my head, like, the people that you're pleasing can give two fucks about you, not even gonna cap to you. Like, I'll give y'all an example. I'm not about to keep babbling. Let's get into the sauce. Pre my birthday last year, just last year in general, but really like pre my birthday, but last year in general, when I tell you the amount of niggas that were in my DM, and it's like at this point, because so not only am I a people pleaser, you feel me? I have, you feel me, a little bit of insecurity issues. Didn't want to say that, you feel me? But it is what it is. Like, I told y'all that I would be honest with y'all. There are certain things just about me, and just from past relationships or just past people and just situations that I've been in. Sometimes I'm self-conscious, you feel me? If I'm not getting attention, it's just like, am I ugly? Do you not fuck with me? Like, what's really going on here? Like, I'm not even capping to you. So when I get, like, especially from my previous breakup, how it just fucks me up real bad, honestly, and me getting into new situations, like with niggas and shit like that, from my last relationship, it's always been on a sexual tip, you feel me? And since I have this people-pleasing character, it's kind of like what I say and my actions are two different things. And while I'm becoming her, that cannot be, I'm not walking in alignment, because those are two opposite situations. I can't tell myself something, but my brain be like, yeah, I know you said this, but you're going to do this. And I can put myself in these situations time and time again, and I know I'm not the only one. It's like, I say like, oh, I'm not fucking you. You feel me? On the first date, or I'm not fucking you, period, until I get to know you, blah, blah, blah. All you can do is, all I need is the little whisper in my ear. I'm not even capping to you. Like, all you got to do is say some little hot shit, and draws us down. Like, let's go. What's up? And I make these little excuses for myself, but it's not, I used to say, oh, I have to know how you are in bed for me to even do this, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, that's all bullshit, sis. Honestly, you do it because you want someone here. Like, you feel me? You feel like you alone. You feel you not suffer from loneliness, but you want to play this little loneliness card that is not valid to even play, because it's just like, sis, you're making yourself like this. Like, you're putting so much power and these men where you just letting them just tell you anything and do anything. And it's just like, I'm too old to keep letting that slide. And then you feel me? And I identified that through meditation, like, sis, you people pleasing and you caring about how people think of you. Because to me, I'm like, we grown. If I keep turning down niggas for sex, they're gonna be like, bro, what kind of square are you? Like, it's always about what other people think of me, and it's not what I want to do and what I said is gonna go. And it's just like, it's so many, back to like I'm saying, like I had, you feel me, niggas in my DM. With evolution, like I always tell y'all, when you evolve and when you become a better person, you gonna really understand and realize who was really there for you and who really wasn't, for real. So all these niggas in my phone DMs and shit, and it's like, phone been dry, you feel me? Like, and it's just like, at that point, it was never, what you was yapping was never, it never came from a genuine point. You literally just got some pussy. You wanted some pussy, or you got the pussy, whichever way it went for you. You got what you wanted, or you didn't get what you wanted, and now it's just like cutting her off. And I know that's part of the game. Like, don't get me wrong. By no means am I hurt or in my feelings about it. It's just the fact that at what point am I as a person gonna keep allowing this? You feel me? Because I'm not finna act like, you feel me, I don't have emotions. I carry my emotions like real good, where it really don't bother me, but I'm still a human. So I still hurt like you hurt. And it's just like, if you don't really fuck with me, then bro, I don't know why people be so pressed to say that you fuck with somebody, or not even on a relationship thing, just on a friend thing, and then all of a sudden shit just drop out the air, and that person is now non-existent. You ain't heard from them, and it's just like, and like I said, that can go for anybody, family, friends, significant other, and it's just like, bro, we was just chatting it up like 2-3 weeks ago. Now we can't even say hello to each other. It's just like, damn, like what would have changed, or how could the situation had turned out if I stood 10 toes down on and getting rid of feeling how about you. And I'm one to say, like, if you know me, I always say this. I'm always the one to say, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna do what I want to, but I've learned that I only do that in certain aspects of my life. Like, if I'm out in public and I'm looking crazy because of something, or I'm acting a certain way, and it's just like, I don't give a fuck, let them say what they gonna say. And I honestly think it's because I've gotten so deep into corporate America, so I know I have to present myself in a way of where clients and, you know, tenants and stuff, they look at me as professionalism. So more so now, I scream the field, basically, like, I see how I can act, and, you know, when I can act this way in certain situations. But still, sometimes I'm like, I don't give a fuck, I am who I am. But when it comes to you put me into a relationship aspect, or like a friend that I really fuck with and I care about their feelings, then I'm just like, whatever, however, if I have to strategically think about each move, because if I move a certain way and it make them feel a certain way, and they can have an idea about me in their head, some reason that fucks with me. Like, you cannot think that I'm out here just trying to be a fucked up person and I genuinely was not. Like, that will hurt me. But then again, I'm to a point, like, who gives a fuck? Your narrative of who I am is only your narrative. I have a story too, I have a side. So it's kind of like, if you're gonna paint that picture in your head away from me. It really shouldn't affect me. So I'm really trying to, when I say I don't give a fuck, really mean don't give a fuck. And I mean in all aspects. Like, it's so hard for me to get on Instagram, have two Instagrams. For the most part, all of y'all that follow my main page, most of y'all follow my podcast page. There is only a selected few people that, you feel me, will like a post, will repost a post randomly without me even saying anything, or slide in a DM for words of encouragement and shit like that. And it shouldn't affect me, but it really does. Honestly, I look at the views and it's just like, it's not adding up. I got 50 followers, but 2 views. And it's just like, are you deliberately skipping over my view, or are you getting tired of seeing my name pop up? Because it's just like, I show you love, but the love can't be reciprocated. Cool. That's what I'm like. At the beginning of the episode, it's just like, I don't want the fake love. And I'm starting to become at a point where, like, this social media and, like, just like the general public is just like, get on my fucking nerves. Like, they're just, y'all are annoying. And it's just like, I do this as like an open book diary, or like a open book journal, you feel me, if you would. Like, I don't care if it's not helping nobody else, but me talking through these really tragic topics and tragic situations that either I've gone through or experience that I've been through, or just like words that I think I'm telling somebody, but it's really talking to me, so I can care less. I'm getting to a point, that's how I know I'm becoming her, you feel me? I'm redefining who Mariah is. Like, Mariah that used to put up with shit back then is not gonna be the same person that's gonna put up with shit right now. Like, I got a different view and a different aspect of just life in general. And I wouldn't say it just came now, but it's starting, again, with age, I feel like I start to become more wiser, and just every year, it could be the same theme going on, but I start to get like a deeper meaning of shit, just life, and like I said, life in general, because it's really baffling to me. I honestly feel like we should all practice like reintroducing ourselves, like, and it doesn't even have to be a drastic change. I feel like we should all start taking phrases and words for what they are when we say them. And I say that when I say it is what it is. Literally, that phrase is golden. One of my good homies, he literally said that. He's like, I started taking things for literally what they said. We use them as cliches and look over them because they're a cliche. But there's so much power in these little phrases that we say. Grass ain't greener on the other side. You think something's gonna be better if you leave this sticky situation. Oh, you just running from your problems. You still gonna be in a sticky situation until you make the conscious decision that all these other ways that I've tried to do whatever I'm trying to do, it ain't working. So obviously I gotta switch it up. And I use that for myself. You feel me? I think that just any interaction with a man is just, oh, he gonna be my husband, he gonna have my kids. Literally, just how I'm thinking. And it's just like, I think I know too much of what I want. So I'm like, you know what? In this year, I'm gonna tell y'all, because y'all should hold me to it. Some people that know me personally just like, get the fuck out of here because you're lying. Like, I've been 2 months without sex. You feel me? Sex from a person. You feel me? I think it's you too, so I don't feel like I can get too deep into that. But yeah, I haven't had sex with a man in 2 months, 60 days. Some people like, girl, I've been celibate, or I've been single for 3-4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Like, or girl, I'm with you. I feel what you're saying. The streets is not streeting how they used to, and I'm with you, sis. Some days are easier than others, don't get me wrong, but I'm just a horny ass individual. Like, I just like doing the do. So this is really hard for me, but honestly, I feel like this is the clearest I've been. Like, your girl hasn't even craved it. You feel me? I go to work, I come home, play with the dog, cook dinner, meditate, watch my sports, do it all over again. Have little outings on the weekend. I'm so tapped in with me. Like, nobody can knock me off this. You feel me? So it's kind of like, with this idea of becoming a new me, like I said, there are certain things and people I had to leave. You feel me? Leave alone, whether it was, you feel me, it was abruptly to you, or you probably like, damn, she switched up on me. It's just like, some things are left unsaid. And it's just like, you got to take that for what it is. Because it's like, I'm on a personal journey with myself. And the idea of the idea of a new me and like a renewed me by the end of this year, I'm excited for that. You feel me? I'm excited and scared at the same time. Scared portion, that's another episode, because we can get deep into that too. But I'm happy and scared at the same time, because it's like, I love elevating to new spaces in my life. I love being introduced to different things in my life. So it's like, I'm 25 and my wants and needs have 360 shifted as a person. At first it was just, I'm out to get a man. It's like, now I'm out to better me. I'm trying to get in better health. I'm trying to I'm trying to practice consistency, trying to practice patience. All the leg work that I'm putting in is for the things that I want in the future. And my cousin, said personal trainer, but while he's doing his personal trainer videos, he does like motivational speeches and stuff. So he lives in Long Beach, and he was walking along the beach, and he was walking home, and I think he said his house was about 4 miles, I want to say, from where he was walking on the boardwalk. And it's like, he showed the camera, he showed the views, he's like, I'm here, I gotta work 4 miles over the bridge to get home, and we just walking. You can't think about, damn, it's gonna take me so long to get here, like I don't know how I'm gonna get here, because it's inevitable, sis, bro. You're gonna get there. It don't matter how fast or how slow you go. Stay at a steady pace. Put one step in front of the other. He made it home. So and it's so simple and so crazy, and you would just think that you would just know that and think that, but in reality, like I said, we take the most simplest and smallest of things and we just pass them along like everybody say this. But if you actually start living by the cliches and the phrases that we say on a day-to-day, you really gonna start looking at yourself like, bro, what have I been doing for years? If I would just use the saying, it is what it is, literally, I would have been so many other places. I have Still I Rise written on my wrist. I got this when I knew my relationship was over, which is so crazy. I don't know if I got it after or before, but yeah, I know this is a famous poem by Maya Angelou. I think it's Angelou. I know this is a famous poem from her, but I think I was on Instagram or something, and I just saw Still I Rise, and it wasn't even like a post about her. It was just like a couple of words in someone's like paragraph describing something or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? Still I rise. But I look at this so much, and I never know how much power this holds, because this is literally telling me throughout anything, throughout this failed man, this failed man, this failed man, this failed man, this failed relationship, this failed situationship, still I rise. So it don't matter what I go through, what trial and tribulation, what nigga done broke my heart, what nigga done lied to me, what nigga, whatever your case may be. Sorry, it's Nova. I hit the wall. She got scared. It don't matter what the case may be, still I rise. And if you believe that, literally, still you rise. If you use the phrase, it is what it is. You feel me? I ain't got no money this month. I don't know how I'm going to make bills. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. It is so crazy. Sorry to sidetrack. It's so crazy how many people on social media that I see that are either friends of mine, people I went to school with, or just people that I know through mutual friends that are out here living these crazy ass lives. And by no means am I saying put limits on yourself. If you got it like that, do it. But 9 times out of 10, we don't got it like that. And social media is built to make it seem like you got it like that. So you got everyday people like me, not that look up to Instagram, but some people do. But some people that confide so much of their time in Instagram, and they see you traveling here at the age of 23, 24, 25, however old you are. It's just like, it's unrealistic for people. So it's like people, they get discouraged rather than being like, oh, they're doing this, maybe one day I can do this, or not even, oh, they're doing this, that's good for them, but I know that I'm doing this and I want to do this. It's not a time for me to do this. Every person's time and path is different. That's why I said I'm not shitting on the people that go do that type of stuff, because that's the lifestyle. Those are your ordered steps. You feel me? You have the means and the financial income to do that type of stuff. So that's why people always say, don't become the person on the outside looking in, or don't be the person on the outside looking in, because you start to think that this person got this. And it's like, damn, why can't I have this? And then you do anything to get it. And it's really not that serious. Like, you feel me? From in my group of friends, I'm the only person that has my own place, pays a car note, and just completely on my own. Most of my friends that I know, they either have jobs, still live at home. They have jobs, have a car, but they don't pay a car note. Yes, they may have different responsibilities than I do and things that I don't know, but I know that there are certain aspects of life that people display on social media, that there's a time and a place for everything. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is, I'm not saying that there's a right and a wrong way to be an adult, but I just feel like there are certain steps as a person, as an individual, that you have to go through like the ordered steps and go through elevation the right way. Because instead, you're going to be on a high. And then this high, you're going to be on a high, and then you're going to get knocked the fuck down back to ground zero. And I'm not even saying that as a negative aspect. It always happens. It's just how life is. You're gonna get to a point where you become too humble, you become too greedy, or you just become full of your fucking self. And you gotta get knocked back down to size so you can come back down to reality, to the 1, 2, 3 ABC instead of X, Y, and Z ABC. You feel what I'm saying? Are you following me? A super tangent. But basically, I say all that to say is don't worry about the next. You feel me? And it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong, I know it. I struggle with it every day is what I'm trying to say. I really do. I struggle with taking it day by day. I struggle with thinking about the future. I just struggle with that. But honestly, when you become tapped in with yourself and tapped into a higher being, I don't care if you believe in God, Allah, whatever the case may be, just you spiritual, I don't know what it is. I don't know what y'all say these days, but if you believe in a higher power, a God, and when you tapped in with that in yourself, you can never lose. Honestly, if you take it day by day, pray for what you want, manifest what you want, see what you want on a day-to-day, you cannot lose as a person. But also you can't be afraid of change. Honestly, like that's another main thing. You can't be afraid of change, because reinventing yourself, becoming a new you, becoming her, it requires change. You have to change to become her. Because as you are right now, you are not her. You're not her. It don't matter how many times you say I'm her in the mirror. You are not her. Become a better you. Then you can be her. You feel me? Like, and just you have to do change. And honestly, the only thing that is constant is change. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen. You might as well go with the flow of it instead of trying to, go against the current, because you're not going to win. You're going to drown, or you're going to come up for air and drown again. It's just going to be torture. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Getting Real with Riaah. I think we got real today. Did we not? Did we? I think we did. I talk my shit. Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel so you can know when I post. Bonus episodes coming more frequently. See y'all on Sunday. Next episode will be dropping. As always, I'm going to always keep it real with y'all and talk my shit when it's appropriate. Love.